Salut și bine v-am rex la un nou episod de pe acest canal. Stați puțin că n-am închis sonul de la TV. Ok, gata. Astăzi vom reacționa la canalul lui de detective. V-aș ruga să vă abonați. Este un american care are, cum vedeți, BAKUGANI și astăzi ne va arăta. Bine, episodul este de mai mult timp. Și astăzi, cum vedem, avem aici colecția lui, mai avem și câțiva în partea cealaltă, vă care sus de tot niște unii diamond, dar totuși, hai să mergem.
Hey, it's the detective back again with another video. Today I'm going to be showing you my entire collection of Bakugan Battle Planet Bakugan. So yeah, I'm going to be dividing it by cores and ultras. I'm going to roll them out and I'm going to give you my thoughts. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump right in. Let's start off with my Pyrus Core Bakugan. I only have 5 of them. I have Pegatrix, Fangzor, Dragonoid, Trox, and Hydorus. Alright, so here they all are. Let's start off with Dragonoid because he is, you know, the figurehead of the franchise. I definitely like the Dragonoid Ultra more than the core Dragonoid, but if you don't have a core Dragonoid, you should still definitely pick it up because if Bakugan Battle Planet keeps going for many years to come, which I hope it does, then this will definitely be a great piece in anyone's collection. Fangzor, I got recently, actually just reviewed him a few days ago. He's pretty cool, but I'm not the biggest fan of Fangzor, but he's there. Pegatrix is actually my favorite Pyrus. The color scheme just looks much better because the green really pops on this Bakugan, and there's a lot more of it used. Also, the plastic just feels a bit better than some of these other Pyrus Bakugan. And next up, Trox over here. He's got the little manual parts for the arms. Trox is a pretty cool Bakugan in general. Hydorus also has manual parts on his legs. Hydorus is actually my favorite core Bakugan, but in Pyrus, I just don't like him as much as like the Aquos or Darkest versions. But yeah, my favorite is definitely the Pegatrix. And next up are the Pyrus Ultras. I only have 3 of them, but let's roll them out. Alright, so here they are. Here's Hydorus Ultra. This is my least favorite out of all the Pyrus Ultras. Just not the biggest fan of Hydorus Ultra, if I will be honest, especially in Pyrus. Syndius Ultra is really, really cool, though. I really love my Syndius Ultra. And Dragonoid Ultra is just amazing. He's got the little manual parts right there. But these are, like, almost tied. But I actually think that I like the Syndius a little bit more than Drago, just because in general, I just like Syndius' design much better, so yeah, but these two are definitely very, very close. So now that we're done with Pyrus, let's move on to Darkest. I have 7 Darkest Core Bakugan. We have Nilius, Trox, Fangzor, Serpenteze, Mantinoid, Dragonoid, and Hydorus. Alright, so here they are. Let's take a closer look. So starting off with Darkest Drago, who is pretty cool. I actually like this one more than the Pyrus. And one thing which is also pretty cool about mine is that it actually stays closed. The horn doesn't stick out. It doesn't shake around when you shake him. So yeah, it's also much more smooth rolling and it's very easy to get him on the core. So
Ce-mi place mie la Bakugani Darkus, v-am zis și în vlog, movul și negrul ăsta care se asortează foarte bine.
Faceți masa.
It's nice. Mantinoid is my most recent Darkest Core, and I just love this guy. He's my favorite of the Darkest Cores. He's just so cute and so cool. And this is also my first Mantinoid core. I also have a Ventus one, but I opened it after I opened this one, so yep. Next up, Serpenteze Core. Serpenteze is a really great design. I like it much more than the Ultra version. I like the core version more than the Ultra, I mean. And Fangzor, who's used by Magnus, so that's pretty cool. Trox, who I remember I was really excited for him, but because he has 700 B power, but to be honest, I don't think I'm ever going to use him because there's some better Bakugan also, like Hydorus Ultra and stuff, so. But Trox is really cool. He looks really detailed, especially in Darkus. You can see all those details. They look really nice. Next up, Nilius here. Who I was also really excited for, but honestly, I don't really like him that much anymore. The Nilius from Wave 1, it doesn't matter if it's this version or some of the other versions, they just don't really tend to open on the core all that well. So, yeah, I might want to try to get one of the more recent versions of this if I ever wanted to use it in like a deck. But yeah, there he is. And then Hydorus, who I was really excited for because I really like Hydorus. So, this isn't my favorite version, but it is one of my favorite versions. But yeah, my favorite out of all of them is definitely the Mantanoid. I have 4 Ultra Darkest Bakugan. I have Howlcore, Syndius, Hydorus Ultra, and Nilius Ultra.
Veți observat? Eu pe Hydorus Darkest Ultra eu l-am. Și l-are și el.
So here they are, and these Bakugan are really impressive. They're so cool. I love all of them. Firstly, Hydorus Ultra, which I said earlier, I'm not the biggest fan of Hydorus Ultra, but the Darkest and the Chaos versions just look so damn good. I love this Bakugan. He looks really cool, and I'm gonna use him in a deck at some point. I really want to. He's just such a cool looking Bakugan in my opinion. And then we have Syndius, who is probably my second favorite out of all of these, because I've been excited. If you saw my review, I kind of explained how excited I was for Syndius. And then Howlcore, who I was also excited about day 1. He has the ears that come up, but I actually like to leave them down a little bit. It just looks better, like just kind of coming out a little bit from the side, as opposed to sticking all the way up. But Howlcore is really cool. It's just a shame that he's basically pointless to use in actual competitive play, just because he's really weak. But Nilius Ultra is actually my favorite. I got this guy recently, and I've been hyped for this since like it was first revealed, and especially during like the Invitational, we started getting like pictures and videos of these. I was just so excited for Nilius Ultra. So yeah, Nilius Ultra is the most recent one that I've gotten. I really hope I'll be able to get some of his Evo cards as well from Bakugan Resurgence. But yeah, he's definitely my favorite. Next up is Syndius. I'd say that after Syndius is Hydorus and then Howlcore. Next up is Aquos, and I have 7 of them. Hydorus, Phasor, Serpentine, Tertonium, Trox, Dragonoid, and Pegatrix.
O, da, am uitat să vă spun. Să-mi spuneți în comentarii din toate atributele pe care le-ați văzut, și Core și Ultra, să-mi spuneți în comentarii dacă mai știți Bakuganii mei, să-mi spuneți în comentarii care sunt ai mei și ce sau la primii 2 care ghicesc le voi da like și o inimioară. Deci, da.
So here's my Aquos collection, and I actually really like Aquos. I think it's like tied with Darkus for my favorite faction. Darkus is definitely my favorite from the original, but Aquos is my favorite tied with Darkus for the Battle Planet. But anyway, Aquos Phasor is probably my least favorite Battle Planet Bakugan at all, just because I have 3 of these. This guy is so common, so yeah. Anyway, Aquos Trox is pretty cool. Just in general, Trox just tends to look cool, so, you know. My first Bakugan from Battle Planet was actually this Aquos Dragonoid from the arena, so, yeah, this is definitely going to be special for me. And also, just like the Darkest one, his head actually closes completely shut, which is definitely nice. Next up is Hydorus, which is actually my favorite core Bakugan design, but I like especially the Diamond version, so he isn't my favorite. My favorite would probably be a tie between these 2. Both of these Bakugan are just so amazing. Tertonium and Serpentine, the color scheme just looks so good on them. And these are probably tied right now. I can't really decide a winner. Maybe when I get more versions of each of these, I'll be able to pick. But for the time being, I kind of have a tie between them. And then there's Aquos Pegatrix, which does look cool, but I just don't think it's the best version of Pegatrix that there is. I only have 2 Aquos Ultras, Garganoid and Colecția, but both of them are really cool. So here they are, and they are both so cool. I love the color scheme on Aquos, and especially with the Ultras, it looks really good. Colecția in general is just such a great looking design. My favorite parts are the orange on the inside of the tentacles, and also the fact that the head actually kind of pops up. Before actually owning the Bakugan, this is the first Colecția and the only one that I have, so I didn't actually know that the head popped up. I just thought that it was kind of molded like that. But my favorite is actually Garganoid, for the reason because he has the light blue, which just looks so beautiful, and also on the inside of the wings and on the arms are there, and also the orange and the light blue, it just really pops. Like, for example, on other Aquos Bakugan, you don't have much orange, and you have some light blue, but not too much. But I really think that both of those colors are even like more dominant on this specific Bakugan, and for that reason, it's just my favorite. And Garganoid is my favorite Ultra design, so it's just a win-win. Unfortunately, he isn't the best for gameplay, but who knows, someday I'll probably use him for something. Next up are Ventus Core, and I have 3 of them: Mantinoid, Gortheon, and Drago. So here they are, and they all look pretty good. Ventus, I will say, is my least favorite faction, color-wise, but all 3 of these Bakugan are still really cool. And again, I got quite lucky with this Drago, and the head actually closes completely. So the Dragonoid ball form just looks so good, and I always love when the head closes completely. It just really satisfies me, honestly. Mantinoid is pretty cool. I just reviewed him a few days ago. But my favorite would have to be Gortheon. It might change when I get other versions of Core Gortheon, or other Ventus Cores in general. But I just love this guy, how he pops open. He kind of jumps forward every time he pops open, sort of like that. And I also kind of like how he sort of is lifted off above the ground. So yes, let's move on to Ventus Ultras. I have 3 Ultras: Trox Ultra, Mantinoid Ultra, and Maxator Ultra. I've already folded out Maxator's feet, but Trox Ultra has his little arms that fold out there. Unfortunately, my Mantinoid just doesn't have a powerful spring, and it's never flipped onto its, like, folded out form like this, so that's a little bit disappointing. Because of that, it isn't my favorite. I feel like if it did flip all the way, it would be, but my favorite is definitely Trox Ultra. Trox Ultra is just a beautiful Bakugan. Its design is really great, and it's probably, like, my favorite Ventus Bakugan that I even own, so, yeah. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's move on to the final main faction, Chaos. So, I only have 1 Chaos Core Bakugan, so I'm just gonna shoot him out. It's Chaos Nilius. There he is. I plan to use him in the deck, actually. There's not much to say about him. I'm not the biggest fan of his design, but his Evos are so good. He's probably the best Chaos Bakugan that there is right now, at least in my opinion. And he works really well with, like, stuff like Dragonoid Ultra, Howl Core, ROS, that sort of stuff. Fist and Magic Shield, definitely a great Bakugan to use, but just not the most attractive in terms of his toy form. Even when it comes to Ultras, I still don't have many Chaos Bakugan, but I do have some pretty good ones. Serpentines, Howl Core, and Hydorus Ultra, so let's roll them out. Alright, so here they are. First up, Hydorus Ultra is definitely my for these. He just looks so great. The color scheme on Chaos with this Bakugan is just stunning, honestly. And yeah, I really love this Bakugan. Don't think I'll ever use him, but he's just great to look at. Serpentines, pretty cool. This is actually my only Serpentines Ultra at the moment, but just not the biggest fan of the Ultra version. And then Hydorus here, or Howl Core, not Hydorus. He's also pretty cool, but he kind of has, like, a problem opening, which is a bit unfortunate. It took me, like, 5 shots to get him to open, but he looks great. I just like the darkest one better on him, though, but Hydorus is definitely my favorite. I have 5 core Aurelis Bakugan, Phazor, Pegatrix, Drago, Nilius, and Hydorus. Alright, so here they are. RLS Dragonoid isn't my favorite, but yeah, he's pretty cool, and I know that a lot of people like him just for what he is, being, well, a Golden Drago. Hydorus Ultra is my most recent RLS core Bakugan that I've received, or that I've bought, actually. He's pretty cool. I didn't get him in the 3-pack, I got him in the single pack, so that's pretty cool. I really wanted him at first, so I'm glad he actually released as a single. Nilius is probably my least favorite because he's been released so many times. He's probably the most common RLS Bakugan as well. He's been released in like 2 of the triple packs and a battle pack, I think. Or maybe it's 2 battle packs and a triple pack, but he's been released in a lot of different products, so yeah. Pegatrix, I remember I got really hyped up about because she had 600 B power, and that was a lot when we first started seeing some of these Bakugan. But my favorite is actually Phasor. This is my favorite version of Phasor, and I just love the color scheme. It's actually mainly the ball form. I just love how this ball form looks in RLS colors. So yeah, also 700 B power, and he works well with Nilius Ultra, so you know, what's not to love. But those are my RLS cores. Now let's take a look at my RLS Ultras. I have 6 RLS Ultras. This is the greatest number of Ultras that I've had for any one faction. So yeah, all of these Ultras are amazing in my opinion, but we have Garganoid, Phasor, Trox, Dragonoid, Howlcore, and Maxitor Ultras. These are all amazing, so let's take a look at some of their transformations. So here they are all so amazing. First up, Garganoid. I do like the Aquos version better than this one, but this was my first Garganoid, and it's still a really awesome Bakugan in RLS. Howlcore, I really like him because he actually flips better than all of my other Howlcores. He just works the best out of all of them. Maxitor is probably my least favorite RLS Bakugan, just because the other versions of Maxitor are cooler in my opinion. And Trox Ultra is also pretty cool. And then Dragonoid Ultra, which I reviewed a few days ago, also Trox. I reviewed this one actually like about a week ago. And then Phasor, who is just huge. I'd actually say that my favorite is Dragonoid. I just love the way that this guy looks. And he's so good in the TCG as well. I'm so excited to actually use him in the deck. So, yeah, also that crazy trick shot, he basically, did you see that before when I rolled him? He flipped out off the core, and then he landed on 2 more cores, actually. So, that was crazy, but Dragonoid Ultra in general is just a pretty crazy Bakugan. But, yeah, RLS is amazing. I love RLS. It's probably my 3rd favorite faction. My favorite would be, like, Aquos and Darkus kind of tied. Then Orlis, I'd have to say. I just love Orlis. It's just so cool. And the color scheme is really great on all of these Bakugan. Alright, so now it's time to show you all of my Diamond Bakugan. And while these do have factions that...
Să vă spun de acum. Ce nu-mi place mie la aceștia de diamant este că sunt de cristal și îi pierzi foarte ușor. Și pe ăstea îi pierzi ușor. B-Power-ul îl găsești foarte greu. Și sunt cam aceiași Bakugani, numai că au o culoare roșie, cum e Drago, dar ei au mai mult o culoare de-asta de transparentă și nu îmi place. Adică uitați-vă la Pegatrix, cel cu alb. E Pegatrix, se vede de cristal decât de alb, pentru că vedeți unde e săgeata la Pegatrix e doar ăla. Deci niciodată nu o să mă vedeți cu un set de Bakugan cu Diamond. Nu-mi plac.
Actually go with some of the other Bakugan, it would just be a bit unfair because more often than not the Diamond Bakugan would win because it just looks so good. So I've actually separated it, and because these are kind of more uniform in color, I'm going to be judging all the Diamond Bakugan Bakugan together, as opposed to, say, including Diamond Dragonoid with my Pyrus Bakugan, and so on and so forth. So, without further ado, let's take a look at these Bakugan. So here they are, and these Bakugan are absolutely beautiful. Firstly, Hydorus and Trox have some manual parts, but here's Hydorus. It is my favorite Bakugan, my favorite Diamond. And also, if since we're going to include this in the Aquos faction, it's probably my favorite Aquos Bakugan as well, but he just looks so great in and out of ball form. I really love how in Wave 2, the Diamonds, they started giving them this metallic sort of color. Unfortunately, the Wave 1 Diamonds just have solid color paint, and it really looks much better from then on. But Trox is really cool. I was really impressed with Trox. I didn't think that I would like him, but I really like Trox, actually. Dragonoid is probably my least favorite, just because he's just so ugly in ball form with this piece sticking out. If it was like this, he might even be my favorite Diamond. Like, that's how much of a difference that head makes on this Bakugan. Pegatrix is really beautiful, but I'm just not really Pyrus. It is supposed to be Pyrus. Compare Serpentines. I actually like the normal Aquos one more. I don't know why, I just like this one more, but this one is it's just beautiful. Both of these versions are so nice looking in my opinion. Serpentines is a great Bakugan. All Diamonds are amazing, but my favorite is definitely this Hydorus. So next up, we have the Diamond Ultras. I have Diamond Hydorus, Diamond Maxitor, and Diamond Gorthion. So, let's take a look at them. So here they are, and they all look really nice. But one thing which I'm not the biggest fan of the Diamond Ultras is that they use a lot of solid color pieces. And I guess that that's just for the structural integrity, just because clear plastic can become brittle. But especially on Hydorus Ultra, I think it was a bit overdone. My favorite one is Gorthion, the Chunky Monkey, as we nicknamed him. Firstly, because of that great paint job with the shiny colors, like I said before, and also because he is all clear. These pieces, they are painted, but I believe that they were clear, and they still look good, and they fit with it. I feel like if maybe this front part was all white plastic, it wouldn't really have looked as good, and that's the main reason why I don't really like these as much. In second place, though, is definitely Maxitor, because his side profile looks really nice, and these clear horns are a great added effect as well. Hydorus is just kind of a left out, just because, in general, Hydorus Ultra isn't my favorite design. I do really like the Darkus and Chaos versions, but I'm not the biggest fan of the Diamond Aquos, but Gorthion is really cool, and I'm really hoping that I'll find a Diamond Garganoid in the future, because Diamond Garganoid is my most wanted Bakugan of all time right now. Even including the old series, I just want that Bakugan so bad, because I love Garganoid, he's my favorite Bakugan. So, yeah, I really hope I'll be able to get him at some point, but I'm still pretty content with the Diamonds that I already have. So yeah, guys, that's it for my Battle Planet collection. I'm really proud of all the Bakugan that I own. I put a lot of money into this collection and a lot of diligence in going to this store over and over, trying to see what I could find. I love all of these Bakugan. They're all so great. I'm really proud of what I have. I have Aquos and Darkus in the front, because these are like my main favorite factions, then Aurelis and Diamond in the back, since those are more special. Ventus, Pyrus, and Chaos I'm not the biggest fans of, but still really great. I love all these Bakugan. They're all so cool. Bakugan Battle Planet has really been on a roll with these designs, pieces, and the factions and everything. So yeah, I really hope that you enjoy my collection. Thank you so much for watching. I'm the Detective. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Iar acum vom trece la următorul videoclip. Nu știu dacă o să îl găsesc. Hai mă, încarcă-te. Ăsta.
Hey Battle Brawlers, in today's video you will see my entire Battle Planet collection as of February 2019. And before you say that some people have more than this, consider the fact that I live in Sweden and Bakugan isn't being released here until August 2019. And that's the preliminary date. So enjoy the video! Ventus Trox Ultra. Yes, tiny little arms that you have to, like you literally have to pull out. So, this one's really cool. Except for the bolts. Aquos Cindius Ultra. That's great. So one thing about this one is that I have no idea why the sword is orange and not silver like it is in the show. But overall it's a cool Bakugan. Diamond Hydorus Ultra. Chaos Crachilius Ultra.
Voi ați observat că de fiecare dată când termină de prezentat un Bakugan pune pauză la filmare?
Aquos Mantonoid. People seem to forget that this one has antlers that you can pull up like this. On these legs, you can also kind of pull them down. Darkest Nilius Ultra. He has hands that you can pull up like this. Darkest Hellcore Ultra. This Hellcore Ultra. Pyrus Dragonoid. Chaos Serpentis Ultra. Come on, like he never wants to stand properly and it's just so annoying. Saboteur Ultra, and this is another case of everything spring-loaded.
A zis Sabator? Să-mi spuneți în comentarii dacă a spus Sabator sau Maxator. Și să nu uitați din episodul ăsta, dacă ați reținut Bakuganii care a făcut ăsta până acum, să-mi spuneți în comentarii care sunt ai mei. Și spuneți așa, High Dress Ultra, High Dress. Când vreți să spuneți Ultra, puneți Ultra, dar când vreți să spuneți de normal, nu puneți nu puneți nimic. Adică nu puneți Ultra. Spuneți doar Hydorus. Deci, da.
Loaded. Yeah, totally. Everything spring-loaded. Like these legs were totally supposed to be spring-loaded. Anyway, he's pretty cool. Except for this. Like, come on. Pyrus Maxator Ultra.
Acum a zis Maxator, înainte a zis Sabator.
Orless Garganoid Ultra. Well, that kind of worked, right?
Nu trebuie în comentarii nu trebuie să spuneți atributul. Doar spuneți, să vă zic eu așa. Dacă eu l-aș avea și pe Nilius Ultra Darkus și Ultra, nu spuneți ce atribut e. Spuneți doar Nilius Ultra sau Nilius și atât. Ca să-mi dau seama. Că dacă voi spuneți Nilius Ultra la toți, eu zic, bă, au greșit. Și să nu uitați, primii doi sau nu, primii trei care spun corect, nu contează cum le spuneți, trebuie doar să fie corecte. Și vor primi like și mimioară. Deci, like și mimioară.
Pyrus Serpentese Ultra. Oh, there we go.
Revin imediat.